Yeah, man. I'm a Batman, man. I'm gonna come get you, Mr. 4K. You don't intimidate me, man. Yeah, man. I'm coming for you, man. I'm a Batman, man. You watch out, man. You watch out, man. I think you're right there. I think you're coming at my door right now. Hold on, let me check. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. No, man. Uh. Welcome to the coffee vlog. This is Mr. 4K. Let's get into this, shall we? Yeah, when you have Steve the Creep, the Pervert, and Ginger recording Hogg getting together and making a 5 hour special for you truly, I can't help myself but just be honored. But the only disappointment is, out of all of this, is they're nobodies, man. They're not even big hotshots. They're not even big stars. That's my only disappointment. I don't mind people making 5 hours or even 12 hours talking about me. Like, which is it? Are you trying to help me or are you trying to out me? And it looks like you're trying to help me by putting a 5 hour podcast promoting me. Now, why do I have these shades? Because of, yeah, man, Steve the Pervert, the Creep. He got arrested in the Grand Theft Auto, actually. I was playing the LSPDFR and I found him. He got arrested for indecent exposure. You need to watch that LSPDFR yesterday. It's super entertaining and it's much better than watching that 5 hours of, yeah, man. That ridiculous podcast, man. It was beyond pathetic. I don't even know how Ginger Hogg was able to contain himself for 5 hours because he talked over him. He talked over him throughout the entire time. And that's right, Ginger Hogg. That's exactly what you get when you get somebody like Mr. Steve, the Creep, the Pervert, broken record on the mushrooms. That's what he is. He's like a broken record on the mushrooms. That's what you get. And the guy contradicts himself throughout the entire podcast. He doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. First he talks shit about me, then he say, I'm not here to talk shit about Mr. 4K, you know what I mean, man? I just want to expose him, man. Well, that's talking shit about me. That's what that is. All right? So why don't you learn the English, bro? Why don't you come back to the United States and finish the GED, Steve? Maybe you should come back and finish the GED. I'm pretty sure you know what GED is. It's a minimum requirement so people can even accept you as somebody who actually has some kind of credibility in this world. I don't even know if you finished the GED. I think you were just one of those guys in the school just smoking weed, being a pervert, perving on chicks and all that shit. That's the kind of guy you strike me. And very annoying. I don't know who your friends are, but goddamn, man. Uh, you have one guy named Jay, but even he's probably like wondering, why the fuck am I with this guy, dude? This guy is just too annoying. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So yeah, you know what I mean, man. I don't give a shit, man. No one fucking tells me what to do, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah. Am I so grateful that you're not part of my channel ever again, dude? I'm so ever grateful. So, I didn't watch the whole thing. I had to skip through some of the parts because it's too damn long. It's 5 hours of just pathetic, broken record ridiculousness. These people are talking about me for 5 hours as if they grew up with me, as if they, hold hand with me since I was 7 years old. Like they know everything about me. They know everything about my mom. They know everything about this place that mom gave to me to live in. They know everything about my father. May he rest in peace. They talk about me as if they know everything about me. because they can find out my address on the internet. I can find out about your address too, but I don't do that because you're not that important to me. You know, who does that? Losers, creeps, nobodies, people who have no life, who dedicate their entire day just talking about me. So you are clearly obsessed about me, all of you. Even you, Holly, is obsessed with me. But that's okay. I don't mind people being obsessed with me. I know I'm an influence. I know that I have this influence on people. I'm entertaining. I have energy. I have charisma. I have character. Can't even speak. I'm a good actor. Gullible actor. Gullible actor. Look, yes, am I a good actor? Fucking A, I'm a great actor. Shit, me and Dr. Disrespect could go one-on-one. I would love to, actually, to team up with Dr. Disrespect. I think Doctor would like me, dude. I think he would find me entertaining. I think he would like me to be his villain. It would be good for the viewers. It would be good for viewership. I would love to, man, to do something with these big stars. Fuck, even WWE. I would love to go in there and fight Logan Paul. Yeah, me and Logan Paul, right? Oh, what's his name? Paul Logan or Logan Paul, whatever. Paul Logan, whatever the fuck name is. Sorry, that's how much I give a shit about Logan Paul, the guy who went to Japan, and he was laughing when he found the on that mountain, you know, where people commit suicide. He went in there and he mocked the whole thing because he found a dead body. He was laughing. That guy should have never be ever anywhere near a social media or a YouTube. This is why Dwayne Johnson cut loose of him. Him and Dwayne Johnson used to be friends, but Rock says, fuck this guy. Once The Rock find out that this dude went to the mountains, to this mountain in Japan where people commit suicide, and he was mocking. He found a dead body, and he was mocking it. That guy should have never ever be put anywhere in any social media. But this is America, you know, home of the free, home of the fucking craziness. Listen, say what you want about this country. I know it's not perfect. And this coming from a Bosnian American. I know it's not a perfect country, but fuck, dude, the freedoms that you have here, you're not going to have it anywhere else. Let's just put it that way, okay? You're not going to have those kinds of freedoms anywhere else. So, Logan Paul, I would love to go one-on-one with him. You know, Dr. Disrespect, I would love to go one-on-one. I know that I have charisma. I know that I have this ability to do certain things to influence people. I know I got that. And I know that you love me doing this. You know who does that? The Equalizer. One of my favorite actors of all time. Denzel. That's who. What the hell was that? I just heard something in the kitchen. Interesting. Anyway, must be a ghost. Yeah, man, it's me, Steve, man. He's crawling through the chimney. He's gonna come down with a chimney. Anyway, so I did watch 5 hours, but not the full thing. When I say I watched 5 hours, I was scrolling through it. I'm not gonna sit there and spend 5 hours watching the entire damn thing, because it's just too much of repeating broken record. Too much of repeating broken record. And that's why I didn't watch the whole fucking thing. I just went through all the good parts. You know, people told me, okay, here's a chapter. Actually, people did this for me. My subscribers, they made it like a DVD Blu-ray where it has chapters. So chapter. So I was going through different chapters throughout the video. I didn't watch the whole thing for 5 hours. But I just find it very bizarre that somebody would dedicate 5 hours talking about me, right? Clearly, Ginger Hogg gets obsessed about me. Ever since I killed him in that game, and ever since he got butthurt that he was not going to be part of my channel, isn't it interesting? Every single person who's not part of my channel starts talking shit about me, right? People say, well, because you blocked him. Yeah, that's my choice. That's my choice. I'm the boss. I'm the boss. Are you going to tell Gambino, boss? Are you going to tell, what you call it, Semi the Bull, Gravano, who he fires, who he hires? No. When Semi Gravano ran that, construction, fake ass business in the 80s, and the FBI got him for that too, obviously. And he clearly admitted on the YouTube videos, he was making his own decisions because he's the capo, he's the captain, he's the captain. He was the boss. Actually, he was the underboss. I'm sorry, he was the underboss. So, and I'm not trying to put myself in the same category as mafiachos of mafia, but I'm simply saying I'm the boss. You don't tell the boss what to do on his channel. It's my choice. Who I keep, who I don't keep. It's my channel. And then people say, well, what is my channel all about? It's about me. Right now, you're watching this because of me, because you want to hear what I have to say. All right? You don't give a shit about the video game. You don't give a shit about the TV. You are watching this because about me. For the same reason you watch Dr. Disrespect. You don't give a fuck about Call of Duty. You watch Dr. Disrespect because of Dr. Disrespect. If Dr. Disrespect takes a days off, maybe a few days off, and somebody else goes in there to replace him, his viewership's going to drop down. Because they don't give a fuck about somebody else. They care about Dr. Disrespect. When you go watch WWE, you go there to watch it because of who? What? Brock Lesnar. Roman Reigns, right? You want to Bobby Lashley. Oh, I don't know about Bobby Lashley, but anyway, you go there to watch it because of a certain people, right? So, same thing with me. You watch this because of me. And that's it. It's that simple. All right? You watch Review Tech USA because of a Review Tech USA. Because you want to hear what he has to say. You watch Act Man because of Act Man. Not Andy, man. Yeah, man. He couldn't even get the fucking name right. He was saying something about the Act Man, but he says Andy, man, and all this. And then he was saying something about the hollow point and all of this, using a gun. First of all, in Florida, there's a law called Stand Your Ground. That means that I am within my rights to protect my property and myself if there is somebody intruding my property. If they don't leave the property, and if they intrude my property, if they try to break into my property and they don't leave, I have a right to protect my property. And if that means using 45 hollow points, so be it. I'm within my rights to protect my property. Yes, I can call the cops, and most likely I would call the cops to resolve the problem. But if the guy doesn't leave, if he tries to march into my house or into my place, I'm within my rights to protect myself. Called Stand Your Ground. This is nothing new, but if you knew anything about the Florida law, about the state of Florida law, if you knew anything about that, Ginger Hogg, and Mushroom Man, yeah, man. If you knew anything about anything, instead of just fucking guessing and taking shit out of the context, everything that I say, I'm pretty sure you're going to take even this video out of the context, and you're not going to play the whole fucking thing. You're only going to choose little bits and pieces that fits your narrative, Ginger Hogg. And that's the shitty thing about you, bro. You're only choosing stuff that fits your narrative. But you talk about me being stupid, me not being too bright, not being too smart. Well, let's look at you, Ginger Hogg. Let's see how smart you are. let's examine you really quick, how smart you are. Okay? So what did you do? We had a good thing going on with the podcast, right? And we both agreed, hey, let's do this podcast. Let's do something right this year. Let's make it happen, right? Let's bring something positive in this crazy, crazy, crazy time, especially coming out of the pandemic and all of this. And you losing your mom, may she rest in peace, right? I know you were down and you're feeling really stressed out and you have to move to a new place and all of that. I get it. So I said, hey, let's get together. Let's open a podcast. Let's get it rolling, right? So, and we did. We did. And it was successful. People liked it. People enjoyed it, right? And what did you do? Let's see how smart you are. You got butthurt because of me killing your fake ass character in the game GTA Online, and you wouldn't let it go, right? And then you start making those videos about me, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 17 minutes, lying to people, telling them how you're gonna leave the YouTube, all those fake tears and all that bullshit. And then you continuously start talking shit about me. And I told you to let it go. And then I gave you another chance. I brought you in, right? And I got in touch with Katie. I said, Katie, all right, fine, whatever, I'm not that type of a person to hold a grudge. So I let you guys come back. So Katie comes back, but she says, I don't know if he's ready. I said, okay, let me talk to him. So I talked to him. We spoke for 3 hours. Brendan was there, Katie was there, and Ginger Hogg was there. And we were talking for 3 hours. He probably recorded that thing too, but there's nothing there for him to use for his agenda. So that's why he never mentioned that video and that conversation on the party chat. And guess what? I started playing Grand Theft Auto Vice City. And Katie comes on and we were talking and everything. And then I get this message from Brendan telling me that Ginger Hogg said that I will never come back to your podcast. You're not the same guy you used to be 4 years ago, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Even though I made peace with you, and this is what people don't know, I made peace with you. I told you, okay, why don't you come back, dude? All right? I don't hold the grudges. Water under the bridge. I don't give a shit. But no, he couldn't. He couldn't. And then I told Katie, well, I don't know what's with the guy. You were there on the party chat. We spoke for about 3 hours, and now he's saying he will never come back. I'm not the same guy I used to be, and all this bullshit. And then you guys were still talking about me behind my back while I was busy doing other things. And then finally you start going back to Brendan because you got nothing else to go on. Now you went to Brendan, and you brought Brendan into this mess again by going back into his past and the tragedy. That's the lowest of the lowest, man. That's something that I want people to understand when they watch this coffee vlog, who Anthony is, who Anthony Kenneth Bishop is, a.k.a. Ginger Hogg. This is the guy who actually is willing to go into someone's personal life about something that happened, very tragic thing that happened to this poor guy. And they're trying to make it look like he's the villain, that he's the crazy. He should be locked up. Let's not give him a second chance, right? That's the shitty thing about this person. And that's why Anthony will never ever come back to my channel, because he crossed that line. I don't give a shit about this beef between me and him. Where you cross the fucking line, mate, just so you fucking understand, where you cross the fucking line, dude, is with Brendan. That's what this is about. I don't give a fuck you talk about my teeth, you talk about my appearance. I don't give a shit about you talking about, where I live and all that. That doesn't bother me. But what bothers me is that you're a piece of shit of a human being. A true piece of shit of a human being that would actually exploit Brendan and his tragedy. That's what this is about. Just so you understand. So This is why this guy Anthony will never ever come back to my channel. Ever. And this is the last time they'll even talk about him. So, even Katie doesn't want nothing to do with you, because Katie sees who you are now. She sees who this person is. Anthony is somebody who likes to record people without their consent. Me, personally, I don't give a shit about what I said on there. Okay? And Cameron doesn't give a shit if I called him a Sony fanboy. He's perfectly okay being called Sony fanboy. Even I am okay being called Sony fanboy. And I said I wouldn't be having any issues being called a Sony fanboy. Being a Sony fanboy, it's actually something I can be proud of, because PlayStation is a great service. It's a great console. I would rather be called Sony fanboy than to be called an Xbox fanboy. And Cameron doesn't give a shit about that. When me and him had our fights, he doesn't care about that shit. And then this thing with Emma that happened, but see, you don't know anything. You don't know what happened between me and Emma. Me and Emma didn't talk for about like a few weeks. Because when my friend had a death in the family, his mom passed away. It was a short notice. I had to go all the way to Jacksonville to attend the funeral. I had to go ahead and go to the to the Men's Warehouse and get a suit, measure the suit, lease a suit. I had to lease a suit so I can go there and pay my respects. And Emma was pissed off that I didn't tell her that I'm going to cancel the podcast. And I apologized to her. I said, I'm sorry. I had a friend of mine, mom passed away. I had to go to a funeral. I'm sorry. Right? And then she said something to me. Well, that's okay, but I'm not coming out of the pocket next time. And I'm like, you're not coming out of the pocket? It's like, why? Because I had to pay for a babysitter. And I'm like, well, how is that my problem that you had to pay for a babysitter? How am I supposed to know that you had to pay for a babysitter? And now it's my fault. So me and her had a falling out for a little bit, and then we made peace, and then she came back on. But I don't care about what's being said on that recording. It's not about that. It's about you recording me without my approval. That's what this is about. You broke the law, dude. You broke the law. You can't do that. Me and you can go to any court right now, even the court in the House of Lords, and they're going to tell you can't do that shit. You can't record somebody without their consent. Okay? So how are you for being smart? And then you bring this guy Mitch and you take a snapshot and you start talking about him. I would have never even known about who Mitch is if you haven't taken a screenshot and put it out there. And even Mitch didn't know that you were taking a screenshot and talking about him until he saw the videos. Now even Mitch knows who you are. So you were able to piss off even Mitch. Wow. And then you go back to Steven, right? Steven contacts you, says he wants to come on the podcast. So you guys have a little chat on the Twitter, right? So Steven contacts you on the Twitter, and I got the whole transcript. And Steven starts talking to you. Hey, how you doing? How you doing there, Anthony? Yeah, man, this Mr. 4K is a lunatic, man. He's a crazy man. Yeah, man, he's a piece of shit, man. I have so much to say about this guy, man. Hold on, I gotta put on my glasses. So yeah, man, let's do a podcast, man. Yeah, this guy's a piece of shit, man. Yeah, man. And Steven, obviously, Steve the Creep, the pervert, broken mushroom record guy, obviously didn't realize that Ginger Hogg is going to be recording the entire conversation. So you took the entire transcript. Dude, you took the entire transcript from you and Steve, the pervert, the creep, broken mushroom record guy. You took the entire conversation and you put it out there on a Twitter feed. That's really smart. Ginger Hogg. That's super fucking smart. And then you put this shit out there on the Twitter feed, and then the Steven has seen that, and Steven's like, yo, man, take that down, man. I don't want the 4K to see that, man. Well, too late. Because my Thanos army, when I snap the fingers, they collect that evidence. And they brought that evidence to me. All right? You can't mess with Mr. 4K army. Yes, Mr. 4K army, dude. It's SEAL Team Tier 12. Okay? And they got that information. Look, I got all the info on everything, just so you know. Mr. Failed Detective, Ginger Hogg, Mr. Jabba the Blob, sitting on that fucking chair, drinking all them goddamn sodas. Why don't you lift some weights, dude? I just came back from the gym, dude. Stronger than ever. Okay? Stronger than ever, dude. Stronger than ever. Okay? So, why don't you go and start working out? You have a bad heart? My ass. Bad heart, my ass. Yeah. You're doing pretty good for a guy who has a bad heart and collecting all that fucking money. Yeah. People have exposed you on that for a long time now, too. So, this smart Ginger Hogg detective guy calls the Batman, this broken mushroom guy, pervert, Steve the Creep. And then he takes the entire conversation and he puts it out there on the Twitter feed. But Steve didn't know that, did he? And then Steve comes back on the podcast talking all the shit. But what Steve doesn't know is that Holly gave me the entire transcript of how perverted you are. And you contacted her. You were the one that came to her. Steve says that he was just fooling around. No. She showed you her tattoos. She loves tattoos. All right. Emma has tattoos, and I appreciate her tattoos, right? But I'm not going to be perving about it. If I was a pervert and I was saying some kind of shit like that to Emma would have never talked to me ever again. She would have fucking exposed me. But I have respect for women, okay? I respect them. I have nothing but respect for women, all right? This is something that people don't know about me. I love women and I respect them, all right? That's why I have so many women follow me, because they know who I really am, okay? And I respect them, right? I treat them with respect, which you don't, Steve. You look at women as a toy, something where you can put your ding-dong in. That's how you look at women. Yeah, man, Mr. Batman. All right, you are the worst creep that women are trying to stay away from. That's the kind of creep they don't want to be around with, dude. It's you. You're that fucking creep. So Holly gave me all this transcript about what you were saying, dude, and it gets worse. I already put that video out there on the member. You know what, Steve? You can pay for it. You can become a member. Even you, Ginger Hogg, you can pay for it. Become a member. You can watch that pay-per-view. That pay-per-view is just for you. But it's on pay-per-view. It had to be on a pay-per-view. I couldn't put that shit for free. People have to pay to see that because it's too explicit. It's rated adult. It's for the adults only. And the stuff that this guy was saying to Holly, only because she showed him a tattoo on her forearm and some other tattoos that she has. And maybe he saw a little bit of a cleavage. And because he saw a little bit of a cleavage, his dick got hard as a pervert that he is. And he starts saying all kinds of crazy things like, I want to stick it in you. You like it deep and hard? Yeah, you want me to put it in you deep and hard? You want me to shove it in you deep and hard? Yeah. When you start showing me your tattoos, I want you to suck on me. I want you to suck on me. And he gets worse and worse. And he doesn't give up. Like, he continues on. Even after she left the conversation, Holly told me, she gave me the whole transcript. Even after he left the conversation, he was still going on. Yeah, what do you think about that, huh? You like that? You like that? You want me to put it in you, huh? You want me to shove it in you? You like that? You like it? You like it? Thank God that this fucking creep will never come to my fucking channel again. And I was right about him. I trust my instinct. My instincts are connected to the universe, and universe knows everything. You can't lie to the universe. Some people call it God. Some people call it different things. I call it universe. All right? Politically, scientifically correct. So I trust my instinct. I'm not stupid. I'm not a yayo. I've been around. I'm 43 years old. I've been around. I have experience. I know people better than people know themselves. This is why nobody can fuck with me. Because I know people. And I know their intentions. I have a lot of experience, which you guys don't. So the fact that I can influence somebody like you, Ginger Hogg, to make a 5-hour live stream with a broken mushroom record, Steve the Pervert the Creep. And that podcast was a total failure, dude, for 5 hours. He was talking over you, dude. He wouldn't even let you talk. Even somebody on your chat said, bloody hell, is this fucking guy like a broken record, mate? Is he gonna let you speak? Even somebody on your own chat says, what the fuck, dude? Yeah, man. Oh, so this guy, Mr. 4K, is a piece of shit, man. He's got missing teeth, all this shit. Talking crap about me, saying this, saying that. I have false teeth. So what if I have fucking dentures? Who gives a fuck, dude? Who cares? Who gives a... Only a loser would give a fuck if I have a dentures. Who cares? So, yes, they look fucking fake. So, he spends the entire 5 hours of a live stream talking shit over Anthony. Anthony wasn't even able to say anything. And it's your own podcast, dude. Your own goddamn podcast. He's talking over you. Talking over you. For 5 hours. Wouldn't let you talk. Wouldn't even let you play the fucking video. And that's who you bring? Not to mention he's a pervert. And you can go watch that video. It's on pay-per-view. It's on my community members. You can go watch that shit. All right? And he also got upset. I got another transcript from Holly. He also got very upset that Holly gave me all this information. He said to her, you freaking cunt, you twat, you fucking twat, you gave all this info to Mr. 4K, you gave him all this info, you twat. Yeah, that's what a pervert usually says when they get caught. That's what a pervert, the creep, the Steve, mushroom broken fucking record, wanna be a Batman says. That's what they usually say when they get fucking caught. Alright, guys, this is not my first rodeo, man. I dealt with pieces of shit like you, man. I know pieces of shit like you. I dealt with all kinds of people in my past. The good, the bad, the ugly, all kinds. All kinds of people. From Europe to here to there, everywhere. I dealt with all kinds of fucking people in my life. So there's nothing that you can bring to me that's going to shock me or that's going to surprise me in any kind of a way. So, yes, I know this coffee vlog is about 30 minutes, but I had to address some of the things here because this will be my last video mentioning these losers, because that's what they are. My only disappointment is that Anthony, it's a nobody. I wish that he was a bigger YouTuber so I can get more traffic. But this guy's a nobody. He has, 50 views a day? 50 views? Can anybody even find that fucking video on the algorithm? I wish that Dark Side Phil was talking about me. I wish that Review Tech USA was talking shit about me. I wish that Quantum TV was talking shit about me again. But they're not, unfortunately, because they would bring me a lot of traffic. I would make money off of this whole fucking thing. This is me losing money. Me talking and making videos about losers like you, Anthony, is not making me money. I'm losing money by talking about losers like you. Because you're nobody. You have nobody. You got nothing, dude. You're not even a big YouTube star. I wish that you were a big YouTube star, but unfortunately you're not. And this is my last video I'll make about you on this coffee vlog, and that's why it's so long, you know. Oh, by the way, you should also know that Holly doesn't like you either. She called you a fat cunt, a fat bastard. Yes, she called you a fat bastard for recording her without her consent. Yes, she's not happy that you recorded her. And do you know why I gave you that strike? Because I was upset that you did that to her, that you recorded her without her consent. I didn't give a shit that you recorded me. I got nothing to hide. Cameron doesn't give a shit if I said he's a Sony fanboy. He's probably proud of the fact that I called him a Sony fanboy. Even if somebody calls me a Sony fanboy, I wouldn't have no problem with that. It's better than being an Xbox fanboy with the 2 Point University, whatever the fuck that game is. All right? But you didn't. But see, if people saw the whole thing, they would understand what I was trying to say. I understand why Cameron likes PlayStation, and I would be a Sony fanboy too. And I am kind of. I told you that I am kind of a Sony fanboy because Xbox has nothing on it, and I clearly talk about that. I'm comfortable being a Sony fanboy or an OLED fanboy because those are great products. So Holly told me that you're a piece of shit for recording her without her consent. But look, I cannot bring Holly back. I cannot bring no name, electrical engineer, blackout, what you call it. I don't know how many names you go by, Deacon. I know, Deacon, you like to dig up about me and where I live and this and that. Anybody can dig that out, dude, all right? But, Deacon, I cannot bring you on here because because I cannot trust you. I cannot bring people who talk about me and go back to talk about me behind my back. I can't bring those types of people back here. Okay, that's my choice. That's who I block. People ask me, who do I block? I block people who are two-faced, who are backstabbers. That's who I block. I don't block people for no reason. I also block people who spoil shit, who are spoiling the video game or spoiling the movie or something. People who have malicious intent. And I'll end the video by saying this. That's who I block. I block people that have malicious intent. Malicious intent meaning that they're only there for one reason, to fuck with you, to troll you. They're not there because they want to support you. And I don't need those types of individuals on my channel. Okay? I don't need that. Nobody needs that shit. Okay? Oh, and Mitch is Stevan. Mitch is Stevan. Stevan, it's a Serbian name. He is Serbian, but he doesn't live in Serbia anymore. He lives somewhere else. But that's as much as I'm going to tell you. But his name is Stevan. So, sorry that this video has to be 40 minutes, but I had to address some of the things here because, well, it's going to be raining pretty soon. Because this is the last video that I'm going to be addressing this matter, this whole fucking charade. This is the last video that I'm going to be addressing this charade, and this is why I had to make this video 40 minutes, okay? But hey, thank God, at least it's not 5 hours of that broken record. Yeah, man. I don't know who the fucking sit through that shit to watch that crap. And the fact that I made you and the other guy talk about me for 5 hours, I must be doing something right. I must be winning. I clearly must be winning. That I can make you make a 5-hour live stream talk about me for 5 fucking hours, dude. So, in the end, you lost. You haven't achieved anything. The only thing you achieved, Anthony, is a strike. A strike on your channel that's going to stay there forever to remind you of me. Yes, you should always look at that strike on your account to remind you of me. I hope I was worth it to you. I hope I was worth it. Now it's getting sunny. Look how bright that is. So that's it. My last video about this. I don't give a shit if you examine this video and this and that. I don't care what you do. I really don't give a shit because you're not that important to me. I already told Cameron, don't please tell me about these people. I don't give a shit. They're nobodies, and you guys are nobodies. You're not a big YouTube stars. Sorry, but you're not a big YouTube star. If you were a big YouTube star, maybe it would be worth my time and me wasting my oxygen, wasting my energy on you. But you guys are not big YouTube stars. That's the sad part. And I'm going to end the video by saying this. That's my only disappointment, is that you guys are not big YouTube stars. I would hope that Review Tech USA would talk shit about me. I pray for that day, that Review Tech USA would talk about me, or Dr. Disrespect would talk about me, or some of these big YouTubers would talk about me, or even Quantum talk about me, so I can profit money. Easy money. Easy money. Traffic. That's a easy money traffic. But unfortunately, you guys are nobody. I can't even find you in the algorithm. So, yeah, this is my last video about this thing. And I guess it's been fun. It's been entertaining. But at the end of the day, I won. I won. You lost. You got that strike. Keep looking at it and enjoy it. Take care.